obviously disappointed in the result, but I was proud of our guys' effort. So we came into another difficult environment, which you come to expect when the hottest team in the country is playing at home. And I thought our guys competed, gave ourselves a chance there in the last 4 minutes. We didn't make enough plays down the stretch. That's what it came down to. Credit to K-State, they did. They're a good team. We have a long way to go with this group. We don't have time to feel sorry for ourselves because it doesn't get easier.
Mike, you mentioned not making plays down the stretch. What can you do better down the stretch?
Man. I need to go back and look at the film from tonight. I thought today we were a little bit better. We obviously played through Kalib quite a bit there. Then they started double teaming him. He made some good plays. We just had a couple of really careless turnovers, really right at the end that cost us an opportunity to get the shots that we really wanted.
It was a pretty big scoreless stretch at the start of the second half. What was going wrong in that stretch?
Oh man, that's a great question, Marshall. I wish I had a better answer for you right at this time. I honestly can't even think about the stretch you're talking about because we figured out a way to come out of it, whatever it was, however long it was. I don't know if it was ball movement or pace of play or whatever it was, but we did finally get it, got it moving again. Scored some baskets, got ourselves some free throw line, converted there. Just didn't do enough of it.
You mentioned you ran through Kalib a lot. What did you think of him tonight? 3 straight games now, he's starting to find consistency.
Yeah, it's a great sign for us. That he's becoming a guy we can count on. And if we're going to have success in this league, ultimately, we're going to need that production. I'm proud of the kid. He's come a long way in his career from a guy who was literally, once every 3 or 4 games to be in every other game, and now we're starting to see it, on a consistent basis. So we need him to continue, not get complacent or comfortable, because if he continues that and we get a couple of the other guys going, we'll be a team that can close out some of these games.
No Musa again tonight. Do you have any updates on him?
Just not quite ready yet. We tried to get in a little bit yesterday in practice. Still not able to jump. A lot of his game he's not like a finesse skill player that's just out there shooting jump shots. He needs his athleticism, and right now he can't jump and explode off his ankle and feel comfortable landing to go out there and really give us all he has. So we'll continue to monitor that. He'll continue to get rehab, and when he's ready to get back out there on the court, he'll do something.
Coach Mike Eastonwell obviously had a couple deep threes. How hard is it to defend someone who, the moment he comes across the three-point line, has the ability to make one of those shots, but also has the ability to get to the middle of the defense and facilitate to a cutter?
Yeah, he's a really good player. I thought we defended him pretty well. He plays with supreme confidence, so he doesn't get worried when he misses a few. I think the thing that he does best, though, is he gets his teammates involved. And that's really what makes him a unique facilitator, in that he knows when to pick his spots, but he also knows when he draws the defense to try to kick it to an open teammate. And a lot of their confidence is coming from him, keeping those guys involved as much as he dominates the ball. He's a really good player, and obviously he's a big part of what they're doing.
Mike, Avery only played a few minutes in the second half, kind of struggled lately. What does he need to do to get back in a rhythm? What are you looking for from him? I guess I'm asking what's kind of going on a little bit too.
Well, the truth is, he's not 100% himself. He actually took a pretty good fall on Saturday. Maybe we first played the game, his wrist, played with a swollen wrist, his left hand the whole game. And tonight, he tried. He's a warrior. He wanted to play. There's no way you're going to tell him not to. But he obviously, clearly didn't have it. All the bobble balls, probably makes sense now. He really just couldn't get his handle right, which he's usually pretty good at. And that's what it is. So we got to get him healthy, and when we do that, then obviously that'll add another element to it.
All 3 of your Big 12 losses have come right down to the end. Do you feel like you're close to getting that ball over the hill?
Yeah, it ends up being an 8-point game, but again, anybody who watches basketball knows this is a 1-possession game. Right there when it really it's time for it to be decided. And at the end of the day, we just got to make plays better. We had a couple good looks there, it didn't go down, and obviously got to make sure we value those possessions as much as possible. Maybe find a way to get ourselves to the free throw line, maybe a time or 2 more. And we got there. Well, we made it tonight, and just didn't get there enough, as opposed to what we did on Saturday. So there's a lot of growth with this group. It's continuing to be evident that these kids are competing as hard as they can in the toughest league in the country, and I'm confident that if we don't get dejected by the results and stick to the process of the hard work and preparation that it takes to win, then eventually we'll break through.
Players now, is that okay? KB, kind of, what have you figured out in the last few weeks? 3 straight games now, and tonight it's career high in points. Kind of, what's been working for you?
Honestly, I've just been the player that I know Coach B needs me to be in. Like, Coach B, me and him have, like I said in the past, and I'll say it till this day, me and him have a really special relationship, you know. Outside looking in, it's not always happy, like, it's not always good moments with each other, but he only pushes me like that because he knows I can do things like this today. And without his confidence, I don't do the stuff that I do. So the reason why I'm doing this is because I know Coach B needs me to step up as like just step up as the big on the court before him. You know, Moose is down. We still got to have that inside the paint presence somehow, some way. And like today, obviously scoring was, you know, one of my main factors. But me personally, looking at the stats, I could have done better on rebounding. So like it's like, I mean, I just gotta be more. I gotta do more to help us get to that point and get past that hump.
Yeah, Mike mentioned that if you guys don't get dejected, then he sees this thing turning around. In the locker room, how do you not get dejected?
I mean, like, it's reality. We play in the toughest conference in college basketball. If anybody says anything else, I mean, look at the score sheet. Look at like how many we have literally no off night in this conference. So, but I mean, the reason I don't get like down about it, and I try to tell them because me and him and Avery and Chris, we've seen darker days in this. But we also know how it's like when you get that one, how it can keep growing. But we just gotta stay positive. We gotta keep pushing, and we all know Coach B's gonna push us in practice. He's gonna make us better and everything like that. But we gotta trust it. And as of right now, like we're all trusting it. We just like down the stretch, we'll do something that we'll shoot ourselves in the foot.
And then Kalib, your first 4 games of the Big 12, has it been as expected? Has it been more difficult? What's kind of your take on the conference so far?
Yeah, it's way more difficult, more physical, faster pace, and it's something to adjust to from the Sun Belt for sure. And I know, you know, going down is going to get even harder because it just started. So yeah, that's my take on that.
And then you hit a couple of shots early tonight. What did you kind of think of your game?
I feel like everyone's trusting me, so I mean that's why I'm here. I mean, Coach B said that in our last it was after the game, film session. He asked me why am I here, and I said shoot. So it's just having confidence in myself and knowing that everyone around me has confidence in me to do what I do.
Coach, I'm curious if you can speak to Keontae Johnson, number 11's athleticism, and just on how he's done.
Yeah, phenomenal play. It's a phenomenal story. Obviously, he's a wonderful human being, and he's doing something that I think people are starting to understand, but it probably can't go talked about enough. Talk about a kid who's literally, taking the ultimate risk and playing this game because he loves it so much. And to play with the amount of joy and confidence that he has is a testament to his character, to his family, whatever support system he has there. And then obviously to the coaching staff here, who, in spite of whatever was thought to be the case with him, felt confident enough to take the chance on the kid, and he's obviously paying great dividends now for them. But I've watched Keontae Johnson since he was at OKO Academy. I was recruiting a couple of his teammates. So I've watched his story here pretty closely. And even as a coach on the other side, it brings me great joy to watch him have success because you know what it took for him to get to this moment. And so I wish he hadn't played as well. I wish that ball was maybe 3 inches higher. Maybe he still would have caught it. But it is a phenomenal testament to human commitment to what's possible when you don't give up, when you really believe in yourself, and you're willing to sell out for your dreams.
Anything else?